Oh man. Woo! Let's get into it. Let's get into it. How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? How are y'all doing? How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Hope your day was not very stressful. Hope everybody's home, relaxing, sitting back, have the legs up, having dinner, whatever. Just relaxing, man. Sometimes life can be very stressful, and we do not know how to just sit back and relax. But hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, you are sitting back, relaxing, and we're gonna have a good show, ladies and gentlemen. You at the Live, Love, and Laugh show. I'm your host, Tarek Higgins, and it is good to be back. I had to take a break from all this and focus on life. Sometimes you got to just step back and start focusing on life, because sometimes life can pass you by and you just haven't paying attention to it. So I had to step back, get my life in order, and now I'm going to start giving you some more good shows. Once again, my name is Tarek Higgins, and I'm happy that you tuned in. Ladies and gentlemen, today we got a great show. And before we get into the show, let me start off with this. Ladies and gentlemen, we're all adults. We all have our own thoughts and opinions on things. Please understand, this is not to make anyone upset or in their feelings, but this is just life. You got to focus on what's really going on in life. And man, I got into something. I did not know what was really going on until I was having a conversation, and I found myself kind of like, wow, is that really how you all feel? We're going to get into it. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, today's show is, does the Hispanic community think that Blacks are more racist than white supremacists? Black people are more racist than white supremacists? Hey, listen, we are going to get into it because, man, I found out something juicy. And man, it's very interesting, because I had no idea that not all, but some felt this way about us. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to share a couple videos with y'all. First, I'm going to share a video with y'all with one and only Michael K. Dyson on what he feels about Blacks and racism, okay? Let's get into this video, and I'll get back with y'all, okay? So let me share this video with y'all so y'all can see what's going on, okay? What's going on. And yeah, like I said, man, I was surprised myself when I got into this. I didn't even know I was going to have to talk about this with, you know what I'm saying, with the Blacks and the Hispanics. But yeah, there's a problem. There is a problem. So like I said, we're going to get into it. We are going to get into it. We're going to get into it. Let's open this up here. Let's open this up. Let's get into this. Let's get into this. Yes, Michael K. Dyson has something to say about Blacks and racism. Let's get into it.
Who have heard similar viewpoints espoused by similar people, let me tell you this. That kind of lethal ignorance, that kind of viewpoint that disparages black people, number one, that condescends and talks down to us, number two, that draws specious, spurious parallels between white racism and black racism. Racism presupposes the ability to control a significant segment of the population economically, politically, and socially by imposing law, covenant, and restriction on their lives. Black people ain't had no capacity to do that. Can we be bigoted? Yes. Can we be prejudiced? Yes. Racist? No. The unintelligence of the formulation is problematic when any black person says that. Number three, when black people begin to spew this notion that 96% of black people are racist because we vote for a black candidate, suggests that all white people who vote for all white candidates are therefore also unavoidably racist. By that logic, everybody in the world is racist, and it balances out, doesn't it? It makes no sense. It is illogical and irrational to its core. What we see when we hear these kinds of comments are lethal self-hatred, the denial of the humanity to black people that we see reflected in the dominant white society, refracted through the prism of our own black lives. Unmolested by enlightenment, such people are peripatetic, that is, walking around virtuous, not in terms of their virtue, but virtuous, virtual expressions of degraded self-hatred. I feel sorry. I feel horrible when I'm in the presence of such mean-speaking, ignorance-spewing, incredibly cantankerous viewpoints that don't honor the integrity, the beauty, the diversity, the complexity, and the wondrous, rapturous intelligence of black people. That's why I hang with black folk all the time, because I know better than that. You heard?
All right. Well, okay there. Michael K. Dyson says it's impossible for black people to be racist. It's impossible. It's impossible. No way in the world can blacks be racist. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into what is racist. What's the definition of racist? Ladies and gentlemen, the definition of racist: a person who shows or feels discrimination or prejudice against people of other races, or who believes that a particular race is superior to another. That's what a racist is. That's what a racist is. Let's look into what racism is. Let's look at the definition of racism. What is the definition of racism? I'm going to give you the definition. Let's see. Racism. Racism is prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against someone of a different race based on the belief that one's race is superior. Ladies and gentlemen, why cannot Black people be racist? Saying that Black people can't be racist is like saying that Black people aren't human beings. Aren't we human? Aren't Black people human? Or are we aliens? We not human? What makes Black people so different that we can't be racist? Michael K. Dyson, why can't Blacks be racist? You saying that Blacks can't be racist is like saying that I am ET. It's like saying that we all extraterrestrials. All Black people are extraterrestrials, or we're just animals. We're not human beings. We have no real human feelings. Our blood is green or something. It's crazy. Listen, you can have your opinion on this, but yes, I believe that Black people can be racist. But we're not really talking about that. Are we talking about that? Are we talking about Blacks are racist? Yes, we are talking about Blacks are racist because the Hispanic community thinks that we are. They think that we are. They think that we are racist. And I'm going to get into that with you because, like I said, I got into a conversation with the Hispanic community by accident. And I didn't really want to get into that conversation, but I was drawn into that conversation. And I was like, y'all really feel this way towards us. You all think that we are the most racist things on this earth. Maybe did we create racism? Did Black people create racism? We're gonna get into that too. We're gonna get into that later, but guess what? I have another video to share with y'all. I'm gonna share a video with y'all from people that have different opinions on if Black people can be racist or not. Let's get into it. I'm gonna share this video with y'all too. I'm sure you're gonna like it. All right? I'm sure you're gonna like it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's see here. Which one was it? Was it this one? I think it was this one. Let's get into it.
Wells from MadameNoir.com, and today's Madam on the Street question is, can Black people be racist?
Of course they can. Anyone can be racist. But what bothers me is when people are racist against their own kind. You know, so to me, that's the biggest form of racism. When you don't want to date your own race, you only want to date outside your race, or you feel that your race is clearly beneath you. You know what I'm saying? And there's some people that's like that. They don't like blacks is too dark or blacks is too light, and they discriminate.
Yes, they can be racist. Due to the fact that white people was racist first, that's why Black people are racist. They taught us racism. They taught us separation.
I mean, not racist, but like maybe we can be stereotypical. Just, I don't know, because I am. Sometimes I'm not even going to lie.
Why? Why can Black people be racist?
Because anybody is racist. Like, anybody in the world could be racist. It don't matter black or white. It's just if you don't have the knowledge, you racist. Like, you judge people, you f***ing racist. Just chill out.
They can be very racist sometimes because, like some of my friends, they just say, they stereotype like Spanish people and white people. They can be because we're stereotypical too.
I think everybody has their own stereotypes and prejudice, and regardless of race, even Black people can be racist.
We're the most racist.
Oh, why do you say that?
Because sometimes we don't even like our own kind.
That's it for this edition of Madam on the Street.
Wow, Michael K. Dyson. Those are African Americans right there that's telling you that yes, that we can be racist, that we can be. And you the only one up here saying that we can. So I guess all those that said that we can, I guess they're ignorant. Huh? Let's get into it. When did this start? Now you remember that last guy said that we're the most racist because we don't even like each other. that black people don't even like each other. We discriminate against each other. But when did this start? When did this start? When did this start? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's do a little history lesson. Ladies and gentlemen, people don't like to talk about it. And I understand we don't like to talk about it. We don't like to get into the history of when discrimination actually started. And discrimination actually started with us. We discriminated against ourselves. Let's get into it. The first person to discriminate against us, to put us on the market, to be sold, to treat like shit. His name is Mr. Anthony Johnson. Anthony Johnson was a black Angolan known for achieving wealth in the early 17th century. Colony of Virginia. He was one of the first African-American property owners, and he had his right to legally own a slave recognized by Virginia courts. Held as an indentured servant in 1621. He earned his freedom after several years. It was granted land by the colony. Anthony Johnson was a black man. He was the first black man, first person in this period to own a slave. Slavery was brought up by the black man. White man knew nothing about slavery, nothing about it. He knew nothing about using slaves, nothing about there was discrimination, but the white man knew nothing about, I could use a black person as a slave. White man was actually using white people as slaves before he used black people as slaves. White man used white people as slaves first. Black people used blacks as slaves first too. And then it ended up all just being one big cluster of all types of slaves, which the school won't even tell you real history. Won't even tell you that white people used to be slaves. Tell me I don't even know that white people used to be slaves before black people. White people put whites in slavery, put in chains, had them working for pennies or nothing every day before blacks were even in chains. Go and look, go Google search it. Go search. White people were slaves before we were. Isn't that baffling? Isn't that baffling? We were the first ones to discriminate against ourselves. We were the first ones to turn our back on each other. We were the first ones to sell each other. We were the first ones to treat each other like trash. We were the first ones. The first ones. That's crazy, ain't it? That's crazy. But once again, today's show is about whole something else. The Hispanic community thinks that we're more racist than white supremacists. And like I said, we're going to get into that. But guess what we're going to do first? We're going to see what people think about the brown and black community. Are we really with each other? Are we really with each other like we're supposed to be? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. I'm going to share another video with you to see if we are really there with each other. Are we in this fight together? Are we in this fight together? Let's get into it. I don't think we are in this fight together, but we're going to find out. We're going to find out if we're in this fight together. Let's see. Are we in this fight together? Let's see.
What's up, everybody? This is Hustle. We're out here in Venice Beach today just to check on people, man, and get the temperature of everybody. We want to ask people, does anything exist negative between blacks and Hispanics? If so, if not, we just want to get varying opinions, man. So we're going to spend a little bit of time out here in the sun, and we'll tap in with you guys in a few. With the temperature of what's going on in the media today, we just want to ask, man, with what you've seen in California, is there a black versus brown issue? And if so, what is that to you?
No, it's not no black and brown issue. It's a black and white issue. That's the big thing. I don't know why people worry about the black and brown. You feel me? It's the same thing. It's unity. You feel me?
So you feel like it's a real, when you out here in the streets, you feel like it's a unity amongst black and brown?
It's like a unity, you feel me? But you got different black and brown people. You gotta, you feel me? Like I'm saying, like from the streets, check their temperature, you feel me?
Absolutely.
Check where they coming from. You feel me?
Back in the day, things were hostile, but when people realized that we've been getting the short end of the stick for so long, and it's time for us to team up together, It's a different nowadays. Like the kids, you guys are way more alert and aware of this stuff. When I was a kid, dude, we weren't even aware of what we were being put through. Yeah. But now that the knowledge has come out, you guys know what's going on. And I like what Dave Chappelle said the best. He said, I'm cool right in the backseat because you young brothers have got what's going on right now. And that's what I like. I like watching it. I root from my couch, but I'll be there. I'll be there. I always stand up for what's right. And it's all about what's right and what's wrong. That's all it is. As far as Hispanic hostility, not at all, dude. My apartment buildings, we got all kinds of ethnicities. I'm cool with the Paisas. I'm cool with the brothers. I'm cool with even the white people in my neighborhood are cool. It's just no, I don't see that.
The history behind black versus Hispanic goes way back for many years. As when I was young, middle school, that's when it started. I was in my first riot versus Hispanics. And, over the years, I would say it got better, but, it just needs time. Time to grow, come together, do more activities together, try to, bring all the riffraff down and, just...
And understand why you're doing it.
Yeah, understand why we're doing it and, it's just time to squash this, racism type stuff and just all come together.
Well, my last brother said, yeah, back in the day, yeah, we used to go at it, man. We had beef. The blacks and the Hispanics and the blacks had beef back in the day, you know what I'm saying? But he's at the point right now, man, we need to come together and squash all the beef. But unfortunately, I'm here to tell you the beef is not squashed between the Hispanic community and the black community because the Hispanic community has a problem with us. They have a very strong issue with us. And I'm going to get into it. Y'all, I'm going to show you that there's a problem. And you don't think it's a problem. You think we're all in this together? No, the brown community is not in it all the way with us. They have beef with us. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. I'm about to share this with you. Now, let's get into this. I got into a conversation with some Hispanics on a fight that's coming up on November 6th between Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant, okay? Caleb Plant is a white boxer, and of course, Canelo Alvarez is a Hispanic boxer, okay? They're having an undisputed fight November 6th on Showtime, pay-per-view, okay? And it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a very good fight. But what happened with this in this conversation is that things came up about black people in this conversation. And I'm gonna share with you what was discussed in this conversation, all right? I'm gonna share with you. So let's get into it. I'm not even gonna tell, I'm gonna show you. It's better if I show you that way, I ain't lying, okay? Let's get into it. Let's get into what the conversation was about, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, there was a video on YouTube talking about Caleb Plant says Canelo will learn a lesson on November 6th, talks why he's going to knock him out and teach him a lesson. Now, there was a gentleman that put up a comment on the video. It says, it's just a tour for Canelo. This guy was never looking to be great, just held a belt hostage and waited for Canelo. He ducked and hid from David B. David Benavidez is another Mexican fighter, okay? Another Mexican fighter. And look, I put a comment and I said, hey, man, Caleb Plant had a choice. He had a choice between two druggies. Now, mind it, I said nothing about Hispanics on this comment. This is Eeyore Entertainment. This is me right here. He had a choice between two druggies, one with a belt and an overweight druggie without a belt. Which one would you choose to fight? Now, Canelo Alvarez popped a hot on a drug test versus Triple G. Yes, he had clenbuterol in the system, okay? Clenbuterol in the system. David Benavidez also popped hot. Now, David Benavidez, he popped hot for cocaine, okay? He had cocaine in the system. And he also lost his belt because he was overweight and on drugs, okay? Both of these guys have drug issues, okay? Both of them. But once again, like I said, I did not bring up race in this post. It says he had a choice between two druggies. I didn't say two drug addict Mexicans, two drug addict Hispanics. I didn't say nothing about anything about race in my comment, okay? But hey, let's see where this goes, okay? Let's see where this goes. Next. Now, this same post, no Gomez, hit me up. ER Entertainment. You have proof Canelo is using drugs? Yes, I have proof Canelo's using drugs. He failed a drug test versus Triple G, okay? He failed a drug test versus Triple G. Yes, that's already in the system. That's already in the atmosphere. He failed a drug test, okay? I noticed one thing from you guys. Who are you guys? You guys are hypocrites, racist, because you hate on Mexicans, but having everything for Mexicans, you guys never stop watching Mexicans fighting, always drinking Mexican beer, eating and cooking Mexican food such as tacos, burritos, quesadillas, nachos, salsa, guacamole. Oh, let's stop right here. Let's stop right here. He said, you guys, us, we are hypocrites and racists because we hate on Mexicans. I don't hate no Mexicans. I don't have a problem with Mexicans. I never had a problem with a Mexican. Never, ever. But we say we racist, hypocrites and racist. That's a Mexican. A Mexican said this about us. He says that we racist. And we are so hypocritical because we drink Mexican beer, listen to Mexican music, date Mexican women, marry Mexican women, eat the food, eat tacos, burritos, enchiladas, quesadillas, nachos, and salsa, guacamole. You see this? I brought nothing up about Hispanics when I made the comment. Where did this all come from? You people, you guys, okay. And more, you guys also having Mexican traditions such as piñatas and celebrating Cinco de Mayo. So he is saying that we fake. We have more fun celebrating Mexican holidays than we do celebrating our own shit. We are hypocrites and we are racist because we don't know how to stay in our own damn lane. That's a damn shame. Where did this all come from? I said nothing about Mexicans, period. But he felt a need to address that blacks are racist and we are hypocrites towards the Mexican people. We treat the Mexican, we have fun with the Mexican traditions. This is crazy. Let's go on. Let's finish this. Let's finish this. And then it says, man, stop your hypocrisy. Not too long ago, Adrian Broner was caught on steroids. Now you want to bring up one of our people, one of the blacks. Listen, Adrian Broner has issues. Yes, he does have issues. I don't know if he has anything with. I never heard of him being on drugs, but I know he has issues. Yes, he does have an issue. He has an issue with women, spending a lot of money. That's what athletes do. They spend a lot of money on stupid stuff. Okay, but I never knew Adrian Broner was on drugs. But okay, but he wanted to bring that up in my face. Okay, was caught on steroids, but nobody says anything about that. Canelo had a low level of computer. Fool, you just said, give me proof of him being on drugs. But then you say Canelo had a low level of albuterol and 2 days later got hair tested and it came out clear. Was he caught on it or not? It don't matter if 2 days later it's clear. He used something to clear the system out. There are stuff you can use to clear out your system, okay? He used something to clear the system. Once again, he was on drugs, okay? So his hair was came out clear, but man, you still have a hate. I don't have a hate for damn Canelo. Why do I have to hate Canelo? Why do I hate Canelo? I don't hate Canelo. No, I don't. He says I do. He says all blacks do. We all hate Mexicans. And let me finish. So anyway, he says, Stop your hypocrisy. If you hate Mexicans, stop having everything for Mexicans. Don't be a hypocrite. Don't be a hypocrite. I don't hate nothing about Mexicans. I don't hate nothing about nobody. I will say this, yes, all of us are racist to a degree. All of us, some of us are a little bit racist. Some of us are a whole lot of racist, okay? But listen, but the point is to come out and do is to say this to me when I brought nothing about racism. That lets me know that the Hispanic community have an issue with the Black community. They think we're racist. They think we're hypocrites. And they don't like the fact that we eat their food, date their women, marry their women, and celebrate their traditions. But you know what? That's only one post. I have a whole nother post. This is only one. It's a whole nother one. Let's get into the other one. It gets even crazier. Okay? Let's get into the other one. So hold on. This one, hold up. This one, no. Oh, okay. I wasn't even done with him. Okay, my fault. I wasn't even done with him. Same guy, no Gomez. Wow, man, I must have really touched your nerve. First of all, you use the word racist like you're not racist yourself. Every living person on this earth is either a little racist or a lot. Second, I don't care a damn about Canelo, Mexican, nothing. I don't care. You can do what you want. Asians, I don't care. None of y'all. Only thing I really care about is myself, my family, okay? I don't care about what Mexicans do, Russians do, Muslims do. I don't care. Live your life. But once again, I brought nothing up about Hispanics, period. From the very beginning, I was attacked because he found out I was Black and said I was racist and a hypocrite. But like I said, once again, this is not the only post, okay? A couple of days later, another post came up. Another day, another post came up. Let's get into it. Another video on YouTube. Canelo has surprises for Caleb Plant. I guess he was doing it. Okay, Canelo in the video was doing Mayweather maneuvers, okay? He was trying to show us that he got Floyd Mayweather maneuvers, okay? But anyway, here we go. Here's another Hispanic bringing up Black people. Black media will be quiet after this fight. What does Black media have to do with this? This is a fight between a Hispanic and a white man, a white boy and a Mexican. What does Black media have to do with this? What do Black people have to do with this fight? Who's the Black fighter in this fight? That's what I said. Listen, not this one. Let me go to the next one. I just want to show you what the name of what the video was and what the person put in the video. Let me go to what I said about that. Once again, it's crazy. I said, why would Black media have an interest in this fight? Who's the Black fighter that they should be watching in this fight? I put Caleb Plant. You guys say the most dumbest, racist things that don't even make sense. Who is the Black fighter? Now, see, listen, people have this tendency to always put a white guy that has urban flavor in him. They want to consider them as Black. Just because they hang with Black people and because they have urban swag, they want to consider them Black. Caleb Plant is a white man. He has his own. He represents his own people, okay? Don't throw him over here. Don't throw him to the Black people. I mean, if you want to, go ahead. Throw him over here. We'll take him. But listen, the fact of the matter is Caleb Plant is not Black. So what does Black media have interest in this fight for? They don't. Okay, they don't. But listen, let's get into what was said when I said that. Okay. Somebody said, EO Entertainment, yes, your Black poster child with Mayweather in the background. What? What does Mayweather? First of all, Canelo is trying to be Mayweather, trying to train like Mayweather to beat Caleb Plant because he knows he's going to have to be able to move around, dodge punches because Caleb Plant has fast hands and fast feet. So yeah, Canelo is trying to be like Mayweather in his training video. Okay, but anyway, Mayweather is not in my background. No, yeah, Mayweather's a good fighter, but no, I actually never really liked Mayweather. I never really did. You know what I'm saying? I don't like cocky people. I don't like arrogant people. He always tells us all the time. He made great business moves and he got all this money and he buys all these Gucci bags and all this jewelry. Okay, good for you, Mayweather. Good for you. You made smart money moves and blah, 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 blah. Okay, good for you. Good for you. Congratulations on doing something with your life, okay? But other than that, like I said, I don't like showboats. I don't like it. I don't like people that want to keep throwing their money in your face and talk about what they done did and all that. No, be humble. Be humble. But anyway, listen. That's not even it, okay? That's not even it. Let's go to the next. Let's go to the next. Then, King Nello. EO Entertainment, you must be living under a bridge or something. Black media literally stays disrespecting Canelo and can't keep his name out their stupid ass subtitles. I don't blame them. Just by having Canelo on their titles gives them many more views and likes. First of all, we don't need Canelo to get no ratings, no likes, no nothing. And if Canelo fights, yes, we're going to talk about Canelo. Of course, we're going to talk about Canelo, okay? Because he fought. That's what boxing, boxing commentators do. They talk about boxing. That's what boxing personalities do. They talk about boxing. So Canelo has a fight. When Canelo and Caleb plan a fight, black people want to talk about it. White people want to talk about it. Hispanics going to talk about it. Asians going to talk about it, okay? Literally, we're going to talk about it. But yes, we do have a problem with Canelo because it seems like Canelo has a problem with dodging black fighters, okay? He always has a problem with fighting black fighters. He always wants to fight white fighters or European fighters, all kinds of stuff. He always wants to dodge the black fighters. And yes, we do have a problem with Canelo when it comes to that. Other than that, Canelo's a good fighter. We just want to know when he's going to give the black fighters a chance. The ones that are ranked and supposed to be, and Canelo's supposed to be fighting them. He keeps dodging them. Anyway, look, I said, King Nello. Yeah, black media keeps asking the question, why does Canelo keep avoiding black fighters? They don't hate on his fighting ability. They know he can fight. They question the people that he's choosing to fight. That's the only thing we question. We don't talk nothing. We don't say nothing about Canelo. Nothing. And if we do say somebody, it's a fact. We don't say nothing that's not a fact. Canelo used drugs. He got caught. He popped hot. That's that. It's crazy. It's crazy. Sorry about that. It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, like I said, man, there's a problem, ladies and gentlemen. There's a problem. There's a problem. The Hispanic community has a problem with the black community. And I didn't even know what they did. I didn't know they had a problem with us. As you see, they do. They think we're racist. They think we're hypocrites. They don't like us celebrating their tradition. They don't like us dating their women, marrying their women. They don't like us eating their food. They don't like us listening to our music, their music. They don't like us dancing to their songs. They don't like it. They think we're hypocrites. They think we hate them. Like I said, once again, ladies and gentlemen, we all have a little bit of racist tendencies in us. We know, but we're not. Some of us are racist all the time. Don't racist all the time. Some of us racist a little bit, a lot all the time, and some of us, it's just what it is. Racism is what it is. Everybody is racist, but to what level? But to just come out of nowhere and bring this up when I didn't even bring up nothing about Mexicans, Hispanics, nothing, that let me know there's a problem. That let me know there's a problem. And I don't mean all Hispanics have a problem with blacks. Maybe most, maybe not all, maybe some. I don't know. I never knew there was a problem. But obviously there is. And thank you for the person that said that. Thank you for bringing it to my attention that you all have a problem with us. And listen, I don't eat Mexican food that much. I like it. I like tacos. I like burritos. I like enchiladas. I like it. It got some good food. You know what I'm saying? I do. I like some of your music. I do. And some of your women are very pretty. Yes, they are. But all this, I don't just sit around thinking about hating Mexicans and think about hating white people and think about hating blacks. And I don't sit around doing that. I think about myself. And I had nothing to say. I didn't bring nothing up in none of those posts about Hispanics, period. Nothing. Didn't say anything about Hispanics. But they have a problem with us. So when you see Hispanics, I've seen a couple of times where Hispanics sit around and they want to join the Black Lives Matter parade. Why? You don't really like us like that. You have a problem. Just admit you have a problem. Some Hispanics actually think that we get too much. We take the spotlight from them. They say we're always crying and always making a big fuss about being mistreated and all this other stuff, and they don't have a chance to speak their feelings about what they need and how they're being mistreated. They feel that they think that we're superior, that we take all the spotlight. We take the spotlight away from them. We hog the spotlight from the Hispanics. That's how they feel. That's how some feel. Like I said, once again, that's not how they all feel. That's how small percentage of them feel. They feel that we hog up the media, hog up the news because of our emotions. Hispanics can't go around Hispanics Lives Matter because we take up all the airtime. And that's another reason why they don't like us, because we hog up the airtime. They can't address their emotions, their feelings. They can't address their lives because we hog it all up. But as you see, ladies and gentlemen, Hispanics think that black people are racist. And as you see, he did not say nothing about white people. He didn't say you white people hate Mexicans. He deliberately said black people are racist and hypocrites. You guys. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Do you think he has some truth to it? Do we hate Mexicans? Do we hate? Do we celebrate Mexican heritages more than we celebrate Black History Month and all that other shit? Do we do that? I know I don't do that. I've never celebrated Cinco de Mayo. Never have. I see them having fun. It looks fun. But I never sat back on Cinco de Mayo and had a bunch of damn Coronas and ate nachos and guacamole and salsa and ate burritos and tacos and all that on Cinco de Mayo. But yeah. So what do you think? Maybe some of y'all that have a bunch of Hispanic friends who sit down and say, man, come on, let's talk. How do you feel about me? Do you think I'm racist? Just ask them. Like, look, man, I ain't gonna be mad at you. Just listen. You think I'm racist? You think I eat too much burritos and tacos and enchiladas? You think I drink too much Corona? You think I date too many Mexican women? Would you get mad if I married a Mexican woman? Ask them the question and see what they say, and tell them to be honest with you. Tell them to be honest. I would love to know, and I would love to know, and I would love to hear some of y'all's feedback about this. What do y'all think? Do you think all Mexicans feel this way? A small percentage? Some? Most? What? What do you think? How do you feel? Do you think black people are racist? Or you think they're not racist? Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, man, leave a comment, like, share this video. And like I said, this is Live, Love, and Laugh. I'm your host, Terry King. Thank you for tuning in. And until next time, I'm out of here. Peace.